So today's the day that our conservatory starts to be taken apart. It's 35 years old. It was only designed to last 25 and we spent a lot of time repairing it, so it's an exciting day. So this is our old wooden conservatory. It's 35 years old. It was designed and built long before we had the house, with an expected life of 25 years, so we spent a lot of time updating it and trying to keep it going with a new roof and everything. But as you can see, the plastic roof is not ideal for keeping it usable all year. It gets very green and dirty. A number of the glass window double glazings have blown. They're difficult to replace, and a lot of the hardwood has eventually rotted and had to be dug out and rebuilt and sort of redone. So today is the day when it starts to be taken down by Foxton's conservatories, and hopefully, subject to what's going on with the pandemic, in 3 or 4 weeks we should have our new conservatory, new floor, new footings, a nice warm conservatory ready to use for Christmas. Okay, so it's the end of day one. We've had a lot of fun in that the plug sockets, no one can seem to find out how they're wired into the house. So that was a bit of an issue, but most of the structure's gone now, ready for tomorrow's skip. But if you want to think how good were the foundations, you can see what it was resting on. Not a lot. And from what the builders told me, the only really good bit of this that had proper foundations was where the step was. So tomorrow this is going to come up and then make a start on the new foundations.
Maybe hope's a burden, maybe not. We got something good, something burning. Maybe what we got is a flame, is a fire. Pick a song, play along. Yeah, pull the curtain higher.
Right, so this is the start of day 2 with the foundations up. So we're at day 3, we've got the new foundations in now, including the much wider area for the new step. The centres there, we're going to go for a solid floor, not a suspended floor as first thought. We're going to be meeting some people today, sort out painting, skirting board, the flooring and the radiator. And we've also made some changes today that we're going to lose this old wall here and just take that down to the level that the earth is, so that will start at the sort of where it is at the level, first level of bricks, and the earth, just so we can have plants in here next year rather than an old wall and old bits of paving slab. So there's no work over the weekend. Monday it all kicks off again.
We're all a part
Okay, so into day 4, and you could see that's where the step's going to go. You can see the first of the new outer brickwork that will eventually support new frame. This is going to end up being a solid floor, and you can see the height there, that it will be above ground level, that the frame will fix onto. So this is your view on day 4.
Maybe there's some good hearts hanging on.
Hi guys, back with day 5. Now got quite a lot of the wall completed. We've got the old steps have been taken away that turned out to be just reinforced concrete, and we've now got bigger proper steps being built. This area will get covered with topsoil and be planted. So it looks a bit messy now, but it'll be great when it's all finished. You can have a look at the inside. The floor level's obviously coming up and is solid now. This will be brought within 15mm of the house, so that when the insulation and the laminate floor goes down, it becomes the same height. And here you can see your black layer there, which is your damp course, and the inner bricks. There'll be cavity wall insulation in between there, and then plasterboarded inside. So lots of things you don't normally see. You can see over there where the plumbing is ready to put the central heating radiator in, so that we can use the room all year. This is the overview for day 5. Very pleased with the match of the bricks to those of the house. They're not actually that easy to get hold of. In fact, a lot of stuff in the middle of COVID, even plaster, is not easy to get hold of. But very exciting, it's coming together part by part.
Pick a song, play along, yeah. Pull the curtain higher, pull it up, all up. Hearts are born to change, shift and find a way. We're all a part of a play. Hearts are born to change, shift and find a way. We're all a part of a play. Hearts are born to change, and they will shift and find a way.
Hello and welcome to day 6. So you can see now the walls are finished, inside and out. All the cavity wall has gone in. You've got the floor, hard floor down now. The step that will be in front of the new double doors is well on the way. And the roof pipe that connects it to take away all the water, that's also been put in, and then the new house step will be going there. So we've decided not to have a water butt. It tended to overflow a lot. It was a real eyesore, kept going mouldy, so this is being connected to the remainder of the guttering for the house, and the water returned in that way. The old slabs and wall have gone from there. This will be covered with topsoil. So yes, it's all very exciting. Hi, so we've finished the first part of the building now. You can see the new step is there. There's also a new step there, and behind it some of the drain system that will take the water away from the new conservatory. The inside is at the right level now, so this will just have insulation on it and then the laminate floor. Let's have a look at that from the bottom. You can see the old soffit that no matter how well or how often you paint this, it just all seems to come off. It's just horrible. So that's all going to be taken down today and then replaced with plastic. So it'll be interesting to see how that all looks when that's all neat. And obviously that's a lot easier to do without the conservatory there. If you're trying to do that with the conservatory, then you need scaffolding and all sorts of stuff to go over the top of that. And here you can see the replacement. Hi, now we're week 3 and we've got a little bit behind. So the reason for that is that part of the conservatory has been made the correct size. The other half of the conservatory has been made a completely different size, so that's having to be remade at the factory, and that's going to be here next week. So we're going to lose a little bit of time for the guys, but we're going to catch that up by having some dehumidifiers when it's sealed to catch up some of the drying time. So this is a delivery that's been made here. This is all the roof panels, and this is the glass. It's actually quite difficult to make out, but it's a new self-cleaning coloured sort of glass, so that goes in the roof. Now on Monday at the other end of the garden we're going to be taking up all that plastic decking and the rotten wooden decking that's underneath, and we're going to be having a more solid base to put that decking back, and then there's going to be a summer house there 6 metres by 3, so we'll be able to watch that. And then all this area here is going to be all neat fences, and the rather worn out fencing at the bottom is also all going to be replaced.
Maybe hope's a burden, maybe not. We got something good, something burning.
Now we're at the end of the first phase of the build, waiting on electrics to be finished, flooring, painting, plumbing. You can see the blue glass and the effect that gives. It's fantastic. So we've got about a week now of drying out. So all in all, I guess that was about 3.5 weeks. That pipework on the right is going to be able to just drop down into the drain there rather than going right across the front. Let's have a look at the final results. So you've got a self-cleaning glass that has a blue tint. That's absolutely wonderful. See, Tracey's been busy there choosing another amazing chandelier. The roof needed some special strengthening to be able to take the weight of that chandelier. So if you plan to have a chandelier, you need to mention that at the design stage. So we've gone for double doors that open up onto the hot tub. Remember the original one had some very rickety sliding doors, and then you've got the laminate floor there. And laminate floor has to be a special laminate floor for conservatories because of the hot and cold that it's exposed to, although not as much now with a modern conservatory, and you've got a radiator. So all those steps are all finished. We've ordered some more of the grass online, and you just cut that and fit it like a carpet, and we've used a bit of Gorilla Tape underneath to make the step covers. This is the Lazy Spa Milan, which is Wi-Fi controlled, so you can control it from Alexa or from your phone. It also has freeze guard, so you can leave it up all year. And although this was a heck of a building site during the construction phase, you can see that it's well on the mend now. The lawn is on the mend, and the gazebo at the end of the garden has got all the furniture and everything in it. It's got all the lighting, electrics, and everything's working. We just need the great British summer now to brighten up a bit so we can enjoy the sun. And if lockdown means we're stuck in our garden again, we're well prepared. Please like, share and subscribe, and come back for a lot more fun here on MGTracey.